All right, squad, let's get this thing going today. Happy Monday. And I want to thank you guys for joining me to set our week off with some perspective and with some challenge. And if we can fight for those very things today, we are going to set ourselves up very well for a fantastic week ahead. And what I want to talk about today, what I want to cover today is going to be the idea of focus, and focus more specifically in terms of how our focus and where our focus goes, how that affects our feelings at all times. And where I got this idea from was Mr. Tony Robbins. And this previous week, I picked up one of his financial literacy books. Fantastic read, learning about some stock market things in there, some different financial budgeting things in there, just some random stuff. But in typical Mr. Tony Robbins style, he likes to sprinkle in some motivation or some lifestyle hacks or, things along those lines. And one of the things that really jumped off the page for me when I was reading this book was when he talked about feelings and how a lot of time we don't really know where our feelings come from. We don't really know why we're feeling some type of way. It seems like they just kind of came out of thin air. We don't know where they came from. We don't know where to go with them. We're just kind of stuck. And we don't really have a plan in place that's going to help us get out of that funk if the feeling that we are feeling at that point in time is not what we want to be feeling, right? But what he said, very simply put, is this: the way we feel at all times is where our focus is at. So if we are focusing on negative things, if we are focusing on the things that we can't control, if we are focusing on the past, if we are focusing on all these things that have nothing to do with controlling what we can, or a positive mindset, or things along those lines, that is what I'm going to feel. So if you want to feel poorly, you want to feel bad, focus on that stuff. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Because again, if you focus and you put your stuff there, that is what you are going to feel. Now, on the flip side, right? If you want to feel good, you want to feel positive, you want to feel uplifted, you want to feel inspired, you want to feel strong, put your focus on those very things. And is it as easy or as simple as just thinking about that stuff and my feelings change immediately? No, it's not. No, it's not. But if you do want to feel those things, if that is what you want to be feeling at any given time, that's what you want to feel in the future or what have you, that's where our focus has to go. It's as simple as that. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean I'm just, I can be positive, Pete, all the time. It's all good. I'm always going to feel. No, because life happens, right? I'm going to be focusing on negative things sometimes. Maybe I just got punched in the face. Of course, I'm going to focus that I just got punched in the face. No question. Or maybe I just fell and I hurt myself or somebody did me wrong. Okay, my focus is there. But if that's all I'm going to dwell on for the next 48, 36, 24 hours, and that's what you're going to feel. So how can we flip that on its head and say, okay, here's the situation at hand. I'm feeling something that I don't want to be feeling, or I'm acting in a way that I don't want to be acting. How can I go about changing that? And the first step is going to be changing where our focus goes. Yes, it's as simple as that. It's a skill. It takes time to acquire that. It takes practice on a consistent basis, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute. But if we can be consistent in that approach of focusing on how we want to feel, we're going to develop that skill. And when we develop that skill, we're going to feel a lot better more times than not, and most certainly more consistently. So my challenge to us this week, my challenge to us today, my challenge to us this minute is to fill ourselves with gratitude on things that we can control, on things that we do have, on the future or the present, or things that are in our life that are positive, uplifting, what have you. I'm not saying ignore the bad parts and pretend that they're not there, but if you want to feel a little bit better, seek gratitude, seek positivity, seek out something that's going to help push you and focus on things in the right capacity. And if we can do that, is that the whole piece of the pie or the whole pie? No, but it is most certainly a part of it. And if we can do that, put our focus on those things, I think we're going to have ourselves a very, very, very productive and efficient week. So that is my challenge to us. I hope you guys got something out of that today. Again, the moral of the story, if you want to feel better, put your focus on those things that will allow you to do so. Y'all have a great one. God bless, guys. Coach Koo.